Good evening, everyone, and welcome back in the uh, March month's webinar series where we are talking about decoding your karma. And in this, so far, we have spoken about unconscious choices which lead to uh, certain consequences, and how at times we may not be aware of certain choices and we want to change things now, and then we feel that we are struggling with that. So, distinguishing which things are not to be changed and which things can be changed can help us a lot in order to, you know, mm, direct our energy in the right way, so that we can ask for right kind of resources and not get exhausted in wanting to change those things which are not supposed to be changed. And then last week we spoke about our karma with parents. So after that, today we want to speak about karma with money. One of the one of the important, or I think popular topics, I would say, because money is one thing which everybody wants. Money is one thing which everybody would want more of it than what they have, which is a natural human tendency. And in the first session, we have spoken about this thing that money could be one of the things, or not literally money, but uh, things around materialistic experiences. That is one of the things which can be, certain things about that can be fixated in one's life. For other people, it may be a matter of choice and creating it with a choice. So I think it is always good to decode and understand what is our relationship with money, like what is my relationship with money in my life, and from there understanding which part of my experience with materialistic wealth cannot be changed, so that I can accept those parts, and what could be my learnings around money so that I can overcome and then I can reach my highest potential with respect to money or wealth, materialistic success. So that's the whole idea behind today's discussion and the process. Priya, do you want to add anything?
Mm. Um, just one thing that money is the greatest uh, non-living resource which everyone looks for, and money and wealth are different aspects. So, money as a concept can be seen in different ways in one's life,
Yeah.
and within that also there are many different aspects of how one experiences the wealth and money, which shows a lot about what they have come to experience around this aspect of money. So, when we talk of karma, we talk of learning, which we will come to. But the learning or your experience can be different in different aspects of money and wealth also. So, once we start exploring it a little more in depth and sitting with ourselves, I think um, one can actually, kind of decode the strings around this big aspect also. So, it's not just money in terms of money, hardcore cash or money, but the experience around that entire aspect and the different aspects of it. I think that's something that we would like each one of us to explore, because somewhere there is what you've come to experience. So it can show up in the entire aspect of money, but actually it could be very uh, could be just one aspect or one thread or one thing which you've come to learn. This might sound as a concept now, but I'm sure you all will be able to kind of decode it for yourself through this process now. Yeah, Gayatri?
Yeah. So, uh, if we look at money, as I said, that everybody wants to have more money, and sometimes the need gets into desire, and needs can be satisfied, but desires may not have the end at times. Depends on the awareness of the soul. So, there are certain aspects about money which can be fixated, like they cannot be altered, and it is good to know, which aspect in my life could be fixed about money, or what kind of experience. It's not about having how much money or how much wealth, but it's about how one feels about it. So, you know, when we have clients, sometimes we meet clients who say that no matter how much money I have, I always feel not enough. On the other hand, it can be a motivation to create more. So it is not necessarily a negative thing. But if after achieving that materialistic success, also, if one is not able to feel peaceful or accomplished, then that is definitely a barrier. Or sometimes some people associate money as power or prestige or respect, right? And these are very subtle things because maybe we have grown up in that. So, one thing I would like you to invite is that think about how your parents thought about it. What were their values around? Because we all grow up in that ocean of belief. Either consciously or unconsciously, we pick up our parents' beliefs and their relationship with. If you notice, in some families, money is valued more. In some other families, other things, maybe relationships or uh, family bonding or education is valued more over money, or health maybe of more important over money. So I think you will start with how your parents lived, what they believed, you know, apart from having how much money they had. What were their securities around money or insecurities? How they viewed earning money, managing money, and spending money. Maybe mother had one set of beliefs and father had another set of beliefs. And then as a child, you felt confused, and now that shows up in your relationship with them. So, where do you stand? Now, all of this is in order to understand what are you here to learn with respect to this aspect in your life. Because karma is not a punishment. I said this even in earlier sessions. But karma is here for us to learn something. So, more pressing a karmic relationship, more learning or major learning. So, when you look at money, some people might have money as natural resource. So, they are not here to experience financial challenges, so to say, right? And in that, how they feel about money would be there would be some learning around that. Be someone who is born into very rich family, experiences that they are privileged and they feel guilty in, you know, enjoying that privilege fully when they see underprivileged or less privileged people. Somebody might have superiority complex around. Somebody might have a burdensome feeling that, oh, all this money, is earned by my parents or my ancestors, and now I have to live in a certain way, which takes away my freedom in a particular manner. So it is very personal experience, I would say. It is not a general. Of course, money is a resource, and better the resource, one can have better sense of freedom. But does everybody feel a same kind of freedom with respect to money when they have same amount of money? May not be necessarily true. So start looking at all these aspects.
I can give an example over here, uh, just to just to give an idea of how can you think around this, or how can you sit with yourself around this. For example, there is a person who's born into a very wealthy family and has experienced wealth in a certain way. So there's no conversation around wealth at all, either the lack or more, because there is a set standard of living which happens, which goes on. Now, if there is a particular incident where he starts losing money, okay, and that concept is very new, he doesn't know only that it's happening, not happening, what's happening. But such kind of things, it's like you're born into a particular way of life or a particular karma, and then you have come to experience something very different. Maybe you're not here to, maybe he was not here to grow the wealth, but to experience the gratitude around what is already there. So what I think what Gayatri and I are trying to say is, most times money is not only about creating and earning more.
Have more.
What we are trying to say is, how do you feel around the aspect of wealth and money in your life at all? So when you lose, how do you feel? When you're maintaining, how do you feel? When you get, how do you feel? When you spend, how do you feel? Are you present to what is already there? Are you present to what is not there? Are you present to, is it enough? Is it not enough? And how do you feel about it? Do you feel good, bad? Does it evoke any emotion around it? Do you have any strong belief systems around having more, having less? How do you feel around, if you have a lot, how do you feel around people who don't have? If you don't have enough, if you feel you don't have enough, how do you feel around people who have more? How do you feel when you get a financial gain, a huge financial gain? Are you ready for it? Do you feel okay? How do you feel when there is a loss? So all this now teaches us something around what we have come to experience with this aspect of money. Like, for people who are in the journey of healing, health, they see, oh, why do I have a health breakdown? When they have a health breakdown, they see that. What is it trying to tell me about my mind? What is it trying to tell me about my beliefs? What is it trying to tell me about my emotions? In the same way, can we look at money? So it's not only about earning and having a lot. It's about how do I feel around this entire aspect only. That is the karma. That is what you have come to experience and live and act around and be around. So, subtle things in everyday life can teach a lot around these observations, I feel. In a world where we are living, where we are, all of us, like Gayatri said, want to create a lot of wealth, want to create a lot of money. I think all of us should also be present to the fact that what have I come to experience around this aspect? Because once you crack that, then you come into peace with whatever you have and whatever you want to create. You know. So I think what we are welcoming is, um, yes, of course, each one of us wants to do things to heal our wealth and our money and uh, become better than what we were. But for that, first we need to know what have we come to experience in the first place. It's just not about running the race and doing more or getting more. But what, when I experience the more, what do I want? And what have I come to experience? Yeah, Gayatri, I think that is the context that we want to, um, leave you all with or start off with.
So, what is the value of money in my life? Where do I put it on the list of priorities? And why do I put it there? You know, and with more awareness, the way you handle money, the way you look at money, the way you deal with money can change. Yeah. I can give you one example which I noticed for my own sake. In last couple of months, there was a discussion around, going for next level of some course and some training. And this time I could peacefully say without taking the pressure that I do not want to do it right now because I want to, right now, my priority about money is different. Earlier, me would be, feeling, oh, I don't even have enough money when I want to spend it. Today, maybe I have better amount, but I'm saying, wait, I do not want to spend it on this right now. Yeah, if a miracle happens and I get like, few lakhs extra in next 1 month, I would go ahead. But why I'm saying so? Because the kind of pressure I used to take around managing my finances while going for learning something, now I don't want. I'm saying I'm asking that I want more comfort around money when I sit in a course and I do not have to worry for, next module and the next module and other things around that. So this is what has altered. Earlier, the same situation would make me feel low about myself that, I'm working so hard and even then I can't afford this much. Today I should be able to afford it. So maybe I was putting myself under a lot of pressure. And today I'm saying I want to enjoy it in a better way. Even if I have better savings, even if I have better financial state today, I'm saying no, I do not want the same kind of pressure. So something has altered in my way of thinking that how I feel when I spend money. So it is showing in a subtle way, but I could catch it. Now, if I sit with that, then I would understand how I was relating with money, what it meant for me earlier. Maybe I felt inferior when I could not spend that much. Today, I'm not feeling inferior about not wanting to spend that big amount at one. Also, I can sense my asking has opened. It has become better. So maybe deserving, that could also be one of the aspects for someone around money. Or when you have it, how much do you value it? Like Priya gave an example. This person just came maybe to enjoy, not create, and also value it when it is there. Yeah.
And in a world where we are living, where there's a lot which gets triggered when it comes to money, and all of us are uh, in the process of needing more. I need more. I need more. What is the neediness about? What do you need? Which money is trying to replace it with? Do you need security? Do you need more comfort? Do you need a safety? Do you need your own self-worth, that it's my money, I earned it, it's not about the wealth that I've come with? So what is the neediness? All of us look in terms of numbers. We are not looking in terms of what is my need in this aspect of money. And that will take you to how you want to feel, and that will take you to how you feel when that is not there. And like Gayatri said, desire will not end, desire will keep growing, but your need will not. We are looking at the need, and that need, till it is not sufficed, the aspect will not transform. So in the example, like Gayatri said, what did she want, what did she need? She said, I want to feel comfortable around what I spend and where I spend it. And now I'm making the choice that with whatever I have and how much ever I have, that the quantity doesn't matter. But I want to feel comfortable around making my choice around my priority as to where I want to spend. So what she has created for herself is that need of comfort with spending. Am I clear about what I'm saying? It's that neediness. Until that neediness is not suffice, the desire will only keep growing. Oh, I want more. Oh, I want more. I want more because the need is not fulfilled.
And also, what happens, as we say, that universe is ever expanding. The moment I have a desire, universe will start moving in that direction. Similarly, everyone around me has a desire, and they are also growing in their life in their way. So, one of the common aspects in our life of comparison is money. I have this car, but as soon as I see a better car next to me, I feel little low. I have this big house than yesterday, and today I go and meet my friend, and they have created something much better. Oh, I start feeling that when can I have? So, what we are saying is, once I define that what I am here to experience around money, and if I crack that, and what is my major learning around money, then first thing that can happen is peace. And then, if I stand for conscious creation that we learned in Jan and Faith, then it will be a creation just out of, for the sake of creation. I like, so I'm doing this. It's not about do I have more money or less money than somebody else. That peace can come. And one of the things that we have observed is people who are meant to have a certain amount of money, or less amount, high amount, whatever, once they come close to that, unconsciously, most of the times, they will settle there. Like, I've seen people who have struggled with finances all their life, but this one sentence has never come out of their mouth that, I should have done more. That means unconsciously their soul knows that this much was my life plan. They might have had their struggles and around that, their inner children and choices made out of that. Healthy, unhealthy is a different story. But this one thought that I should create a bigger goal for my life and I should do more has never come out of them. They have never felt like doing more. So if you have a desire, know either you are meant to live it or you are meant to learn something in the process. The desire may not get fulfilled, but either there is a learning or the desire will get fulfilled, or both the things will happen. And at one point, if that desire is not supposed to happen, then desire will go away the moment you learn your lesson. And from there, the healthy desire will come. Healthy because you're connected to your need now. And need not only at the physical level, that, oh, my basics are taken care, so that my need is taken care. The need at the soul level. Oh, I need to learn this. And you will live your life, your money from there. So today's webinar is a beginning of that. You may start noticing something about it in the process. And from there, your your realizations, insights, or even you might hit the jackpot around the learning today, that this is your major learning. If that happens, okay, fine. Once you know, then the whole game begins, because then you start living the learning. Knowing the learning is one thing. Unless we live that knowledge or information that has come to us, it does not turn into wisdom. And in the process, you will not only gain the wisdom, but the peace, and your relationship with money will transform. Your relationship with yourself will also transform. I think that's what we want to share. Priya, you want to add?
Yeah, one more thing that just came to me from some cases that we have done is sometimes, because we have already spoken about karma with parents, sometimes money might take you to your karma with your parents. For example, uh, a person A comes and says that, you know what, I have created the wealth that my father wanted. And now I have become the ideal son that he wants. He has a lot of respect for me because I have created whatever he wanted me to create. And I asked, why are you here? He says, I don't feel peaceful. So he has created wealth. He's created the money. He's got the name, fame, success. But is that for him? So this went back to his experience around his father. This is in short, of course. This has taken a while for him to reach where he has reached. But what I'm trying to say is the aspect of money sometimes can take you back to your karma with your parents, which you have not decoded or which you have not understood. It comes much later. So it can be uh, kind of, uh, uh, it can be intertwined in a particular way. So when we say what are the beliefs that your father has had, your mother has had, your maternal lineage has had, your paternal lineage has had, these are observations. But how have you felt around them, around all of this, will also set the tone of how you experience money in your life. So I just wanted to leave everyone with that one aspect and one thought that comes up at times. Yeah, Gayatri, I'm sure you must have also seen in your cases that it
Yeah,
goes back
yeah.
to karma around parents.
There are sometimes, clients who have created lots of wealth and are dealing with major health issues now, or similarly not having the peace around it. And they distinguish that the whole concept of creating money started from wanting to feel or not wanting to feel weak, because without money they have felt weak. So creation of money became a power game. So that whole idea that why do I feel weak without money, that needs to be looked at. Unless that is looked at, this challenge over here will not end. So remember we spoke about the original track and you deviate because of the choices, unconscious choices. And then you are trying to live here peacefully, but this is not your highest potential. You are here. So similarly, what experiences you have around money today, they will show you your U-turn. So that is what the process is going to be about. So are we good? Shall we begin with the process?
Yes.
I'll stop the recording.